Thank you for taking the time to listen to this training. My name is Matt. I'm with First Pick. We work very closely with First, especially around developing this reporting site, and we also do a lot in the way of training and technical assistance. The purpose of today's webinar is to give you a look at the new, well, not new, but the new look for the reporting site that we've been working on. We've been working on this pretty much throughout the summer based on feedback that we've gotten from you all and the capabilities that we've needed for the new sessions and seasons that are coming up. So, as I did before in other trainings, the purpose of the reporting site is really because this is what First uses to track all youth served programs so that they can report back to the LEGO Foundation. Information that you all input in here can be the difference between getting a lot of money to fund the program next time around or not getting so much money. So it's really, that's why we really stress the importance of entering information as accurately as you can. So they're primarily at the percentage of girls as well as the number of underserved youth in the program. And it is, as I said just now, it's really important to be as detailed as you possibly can when completing youth information so that we can accurately capture the percentage of the girls and underserved youth that are served in this program. So I'm just going to jump right into it because I'm just going to give you, walk you through the new features of the reporting site. So when you in, the first thing you see is the dashboard, as you all know. And this thing, the big change that we made was we added this drop-down menu, and you can see this on any of the tabs, but so I can select it. So you'll see your options here, and this will look a little bit different than what you'll see because this is the test portal that we use to make sure all the features are working right. So this isn't the live portal that you're all using, but it's fundamentally the same thing, and so all the functionalities are the same, so you'll still be able to, it still makes sense. So go ahead and select creatures. You all should have already implemented Creature Craze last season, but the has this drop-down menu, so because the information you already entered in last season, we didn't want to necessarily lose that, but we place to store new information which we need for Aqua Adventure. But I'll leave it here just to go over the features on the dashboard. So the newest thing that you'll notice is that we have these numbers up here to represent the demographics, the aggregated data, I would say. Total number of youth, the percentage of girls, and the percent that fall into underserved groups. And I'll go into more specifically about that once I get to the organization info tab and talk about the youth. Another change that we made, well, previously where it says outstanding meeting information here, it had said do program reports, but that we thought that was kind of misleading because really what this is just meeting information to be entered for a particular cohort. So if you were to select this, it would take you to the cohort that needs information still. Inside here you have reports, which this will take you directly to the report associated with this current session that you have selected here. So this really affects the actual report and the program report, but I'll go into more detail once I get to the reports tab. But that's essentially it for the dashboard. So it'll update the statistics as well as meeting information and whatnot based upon the selection you make for tab. Again, you get the same thing here. You get the drop-down menu, select which one you want to highlight. The thing you'll see is the Edit Organization button, and that has really changed with this. It's still the same. You enter your team size, application model, start date, estimated date of expo, hit save and close, and it should be reflecting up here. Next is with the coaches, nothing really changed here either. Again, you just select Add Coach, enter their first name, last name, email, phone, and then hit it, and they should pop up there. And you can go back in and edit coach information that has been entered already. of course, you can also delete any coach information that has been entered in previously, whether they are no coaching or it's no longer relevant or whatever it may be. Is with, I'm going to toggle over to Aqua Adventure Session 1 for this. So one thing that is different is we add youth here. If I don't need cohorts entered in, this is going to be locked. So important because, and I'll describe that in more detail once I get into showing you the demographic page. But until I were to add cohorts down here, this button basically just wouldn't be there. So the first thing I would have to do when I get to the organization info tab is select add a cohort. Just say Lego test. You just select the coach that you want to associate with it, and you hit submit. So cohort is right there. So pretend that that was the first one I entered. Now I would be able to go in and add a new youth. So that we ran into a lot last year was a lot of the sites weren't able to submit information, especially in the case of working out of a school district. So the only things, there's only certain information that you'll need to enter, which is so gender and assignment cohort. Basically cannot until those are answered. So see, when I hit save, it says gender is required. So I would just have to toggle to either one of these three options. And then again, I know that in the case of many school districts and whatnot, you're not allowed to provide names or certain information. So for here, you can just put a name, and it's fine. The system will accept that. Go ahead and assign it to a cohort. So when we made these changes is because we know that a lot of sites are not to share certain information, but the gender being have to update the gender and assign the cohort is basically all we need for our purposes as far as the statistics go, because obviously the female will populate for a percentage of girls served, but it will count towards percentage of underserved youth. So locked to assign to a cohort because assign this youth to a cohort, then the information doesn't count towards the statistics. So when on the dashboard where it says number of youth served, any youth who are not associated to a cohort do not show up in that number. It's really important. That's why we only locked these two. And you have to enter a first name, last name, but again, you can just put a fake name. It's not necessarily a problem. So now that those entered, I'll just go ahead and save. And now I have my new youth entered here. So last part of the organization info tab is just something that hasn't really been changed either. Edit the information for a cohort. You just select the name of the cohort, select meeting. Right now, lessons for Aqua Adventure aren't in here, but by the time you view this recording, then they will be. So you see your link, the meeting date, the attendance number, and any notes you want to include. So that is it for the organization info tab, and this is something that we'll update as well. So when you select back into it, you won't toggle back to the session you're trying to edit. But until that's fixed, just be conscious of which session and season is highlighted right now, just so you don't accidentally start editing the wrong one. That's it for the organization info tabs. So we'll go into reports. So you have the expert report, the program report, and the finance report. This is a big change we've kind of made is the frequency with which each report needs to be completed. And actually the entire reason we have this toggle here, this drop-down menu toggle, which season and session is being did. So for the export report, 2 of those need to be done per season, so 1 for each session. The program report, just 1 for the entire season, and the finance report, just 1 for the entire program. So I'm going to click into the Expo report, and you'll see the drop-down menu here. I have all of the options that you've seen already. So create 1, session 2, and then Aqua Adventure session 1. It can be updated as new sessions come up and the new season comes up next year. For now, this is all that needs to be in there. So say I want to do the report that I've already submitted. It won't be, but in yours, if you had completed the Expo report for session 2 last year, all information that you already entered before will still be in there. And then just edit information for Expo that you submit complete in this session. This is, you just select it, and then you should be able to edit this information. Questions have changed. They're all the same as they were before. Information on how to answer questions. There's another webinar under the Help tab, which I'll show you in a little bit. But and then you just fill out all this and hit submit. And once you submit, all of this information should be saved in here, so everything you've entered will still be in here. So that's the Expo report. With the report, this looks a little different because we only need 1 per season. So options are Aqua Adventure and Creature Craze. We have a 3rd one in there next year once it's time to have it in there, but for now, if you were to select Creature Craze, for those of you who completed the program report for Creature Craze, all that information will still be there. And then if you Aqua Adventure, it'll be here for you to edit when it's time to do that at the end of the season. Now, finance report, you do 1 for the entire program. So if you select finance report, it'll just take you to the 1. And if you've already completed it, the information will still be there. You shouldn't have to worry about it, doing anything for that again. But for those who haven't done it yet, it's here for you to edit. And then again, just submit, just like them. So that's for the reports. Help tab, and this is the same as it was before. The only difference is this introduction to the reporting site is going to be Introduction to the Reporting Site 2.0, which will be this training, and a report webinar for anyone who needs information on the Expo report and Implement Expo as well. And then training, which talks about all of the reports, but specifically the program report and the finance report, and then what you need to do to wrap up your program. Like the Need Help button, it takes you to the frequently asked questions. So if you ever are using the site and you're experiencing an issue, I refer to this first just to see if it has an answer for you, and of course, if it doesn't, you can always reach out to us directly. But definitely, anytime you're experiencing an issue, here first and see if there's an answer already. If not, definitely reach out to me or someone here at First Pick. So this is pretty all there is for the reporting site. Again, if anyone has any questions at all, you can feel free to reach out to me directly by phone at 443-02-2080. You can reach my email at mlafreniere@firstpc.org. As I said, feel free to reach out to me anytime, whether you're having an issue with the site or there's something you'd like to suggest to make this more user-friendly. We're always looking for ways to make it better and to make it as easy as possible for you all who are already busy enough running this program for the kids. But that is all I have, so hopefully that this was helpful to you all, and reach out to me anytime you need